Tamara had conjoined twins a couple years ago, 8 or 9 years ago, and her girls died about 2 hours after they were born. And she saw us on TV, so she called the radio or the station, and they gave her our number.
Abby and Brittany Hensel lived a life that seemed unimaginable to many. Two people in one shared body, navigating challenges that most could never even conceive.
What does that mean? Like, how can one of them get married? Abby is the one who's the right twin.
But what shocked everyone the most was not their unique physical bond, but what one man did to them, forcing them into something unthinkable. Tune in as we expose the darkness behind their extraordinary lives, one where every choice seemed to be not their own. The beginning of a complex life. Abby and Brittany Hensel's story has always fascinated the world. Born conjoined, their lives were a blend of triumph and constant challenges. The early years were a mix of joy, resilience, and medical complexities. With two heads sharing one body, the twins developed individual personalities, likes and dislikes. Abby was often described as assertive, while Brittany was more relaxed and humorous. It was this balance that allowed them to overcome many obstacles together. When they were born, doctors gave their parents a choice: separate them with the high risk of losing one or both, or raise them as conjoined twins.
We're drivers, but we have 2 licenses, and when we got our driver's license, we each had to take the test.
Their parents chose to keep them as they were, embracing their uniqueness. This decision led to a lifetime of complicated coordination. 2 minds working in complete harmony just to perform simple actions. But this harmony wasn't just physical. Emotionally, Abby and Brittany built an unbreakable bond, understanding each other's needs in ways others could never imagine. Growing up, Abby and Brittany learned to do everything together, from walking to eating and even driving. They learned to adapt to a world that wasn't built for someone like them. But amidst the many achievements, they faced moments of despair. The world around them was often unkind. Strangers would stare, media outlets would pry into their personal lives, and insensitive questions became a part of their everyday existence. Despite this, the twins remained positive, always pushing forward with a smile. Their rise to fame came through various media appearances, including a TLC reality series that offered a glimpse into their lives. It was supposed to be a celebration of their resilience and accomplishments, but the spotlight came with its own challenges. The curiosity of the public turned invasive. People speculated about every aspect of their lives, from their relationships to their dreams for the future. This was especially true when Abby married Josh Bowling. The media went wild, publishing sensational stories and making false claims about their relationship. One headline read, "He forced us to do the unthinkable," suggesting that Josh had somehow manipulated or coerced the twins into their marriage. This couldn't be further from the truth. Josh Bowling was a kind-hearted nurse, someone who truly cared for both Abby and Brittany. He respected their unique bond and accepted their situation with open arms. Yet the stories continued, twisting their lives into something unrecognizable. Josh was accused of forcing Abby and Brittany into roles that neither of them wanted. The phrase "unthinkable obligations" became a haunting narrative, painting their marriage as something sinister. The twins, along with Josh, did their best to ignore the rumors, but it wasn't always easy. Despite the relentless scrutiny, Abby and Brittany continued to live their lives on their own terms. They started their teaching careers, fulfilling a lifelong passion for education. Every day, they would walk into a classroom filled with eager 5th graders, ready to make a difference in their students' lives.
Our 4th and 5th grade math specialists, so we'll have 2 classes of math. It's part-time, which is nice, so we'll be kind of transitioning into the teaching.
Teaching wasn't just a job for them. It was a way to show the world that they could live a fulfilling life, that they were more than just a medical anomaly. They were educators, role models, and most importantly, they were human. Their journey has been anything but ordinary. The pressure of living in the public eye, coupled with the difficulties of navigating life as conjoined twins, made their story a testament to human strength and resilience. But the challenges weren't always external. There were times when Abby and Brittany struggled internally, disagreeing on choices, feeling the weight of their shared body, and dealing with the expectations placed on them. Yet no matter how difficult things became, they always found a way back to each other. Their relationship with Josh was no different. It was filled with love, but also the complexities that came with their unique situation. The public's constant need for answers, the invasive questions about intimacy and the future, all added to the burden they carried. But through it all, they remained steadfast. Abby loved Josh, and Brittany supported their relationship wholeheartedly, despite the complications it brought into their shared life. The rumors and false narratives might have tried to tear them down, but Abby and Brittany refused to let the world dictate their story. They continued to share snippets of their life on social media, lighthearted videos, messages to their supporters, and moments that mattered to them. They used humor to deflect the negativity, reminding everyone that, despite their circumstances, they were happy. They were living life on their own terms, and that was all that mattered. But what about the truth behind those headlines? Was there more to the story than what the world had seen? Let us take a deeper dive into their lives, uncover the layers of their relationship with Josh, and reveal the truth behind the unthinkable act that shocked everyone. The reality might just be more surprising than anyone could have imagined. Abby and Brittany thrive as preschool teachers. After high school, they went to Bethel University in Minnesota, ready to face new challenges with the same determination they've always shown. They wanted to become teachers, driven by a love for helping others. At university, they took part in both social and academic activities and thrived in their new environment. Throughout their lives, they have shown that even with physical limitations, it's possible to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. Their story highlights their journey as individuals working toward a normal life, inspiring others to look beyond appearances and recognize their unique personalities and dreams. But college wasn't the end of their journey. After finishing their studies, they started working as preschool teachers, sharing the same classroom where both of their personalities shone. One, with her energetic and outgoing nature, was great at explaining things and connecting with the kids. The other brought a calm and caring touch, making her a favorite in the classroom.
I would not hesitate in a minute to put them in the classroom and hire them.
Group 3. You're gonna get 3 points. And I would like you to go out for recess.
Some of the uniqueness will be in terms of contracts. Is it 1 contract? Is it 2 contracts?
Together, they taught subjects like science and math, quickly becoming well-loved by their students and fellow teachers. For them, teaching wasn't just about the lessons. It was about teaching values like respect, hard work, and teamwork. But their jobs came with some physical challenges, like standing for long hours and managing a busy classroom. Over time, they found ways to handle these issues, letting them keep doing what they love. But their story isn't just about teaching. They have influenced many young lives, showing their deep dedication to their work. Over the years, how the public views them has changed. Once known for their physical condition, they're now respected for their impact as teachers. Their commitment to living full, meaningful lives has inspired many, proving that they are much more than a medical case. They are valued educators and individuals with their own identities. People frequently express curiosity about personal subjects, such as marriage and having children. Abby and Brittany Hensel have consistently been transparent in discussing these aspects of their lives with the public. This transparency demonstrates their willingness to share intimate details of their personal experiences with others. They engage in open discussions, showcasing their readiness to reveal parts of their private lives, which enhances public understanding and fosters a deeper connection with their audience. Through their candidness, they not only satisfy public curiosity, but also contribute to broader conversations about personal life decisions. They, famous twin sisters, have become symbols of strength and happiness. Through various documentaries and interviews, they've shown the world that there's much more to them than being conjoined twins. Films like Joined for Life and their own series show their journey from childhood to adulthood, highlighting their close bond and bravery in overcoming challenges. Their fame isn't just because they are conjoined, a rare condition, but because of how well they've thrived despite it. Their life story helps change how people see physical challenges.
For licensure, they applied as 2 separate people, and they'll both have their own teaching license. But obviously, they have to have a job where they can physically be in the same space.
Showing that joy and a meaningful life are possible even with tough obstacles. Many people admire them not only for their independence, but also for how they've created a life full of purpose and dreams. Every time they appear on TV or in an interview, they change how people think, not just about conjoined twins, but about disabilities in general. Their willingness to share their story inspires others, showing that happiness and success can be achieved, no matter what physical or social barriers might be in the way. Their personal story has become a powerful reminder of what determination and strength can achieve. By continuing to share their lives, they help others understand what it's like to live as conjoined twins. They advocate for people with disabilities, focusing on abilities rather than limitations. Their goal is to create more understanding and push for a more inclusive world. But that's not the full story. Their impact has extended far beyond those who watch their documentaries or read about them. Their influence has spread to many more people, touching lives in unexpected ways. They have become symbols of determination and hope, showing others what is possible when faced with unique challenges. Their ambition and strong sense of purpose have inspired not only those in the disability community, but also anyone who hears their story. Their advocacy for greater awareness and inclusion for people with disabilities has sparked conversations in schools, workplaces, and communities around the world. Their passion for life and refusal to be limited by their physical condition have motivated many to think differently about their own challenges and to work harder toward their goals.
I like hats, and I like different color hair, like pink and purple, and gold hats and gold purses and weird earrings and stuff like that.
People who work with individuals with disabilities like teachers, caregivers, and specialists often use their experiences as powerful examples in their lessons, counseling, and workshops. Their life stories help show what it means to push through challenges and embrace diversity. They are more than just subjects of public interest. They play an active role in telling their own story. They share their successes and struggles, but also make sure to keep some parts of their lives private. By doing this, they control how others see them, and they encourage others in similar situations to take charge of their own stories. Their openness has inspired many others with disabilities to share their experiences too. This has created a bigger and more varied conversation about what it's like to live with a disability. It's important because it helps communities understand and feel empathy, breaking down fears and wrong ideas about disabilities and physical differences. But it doesn't stop there. They use their public presence to talk at schools, conferences, and through different types of media about the importance of making environments more accessible. They push for better infrastructure, smarter policies, and stronger support systems for people with disabilities. Their advocacy isn't just about awareness. It's about real change that improves lives. Their journey also shines a light on the importance of family and community. They often talk about how their loved ones have been a major source of strength. They credit their family, friends, and support network with helping them achieve their goals and manage their unique situation. This part of their story is not just inspiring, it's practical advice for families going through similar challenges, offering hope and strategies for supporting their loved ones. But the story doesn't end here. Through everything they do, they continue to educate people about living as conjoined twins, and more broadly, about the possibilities for people with disabilities. Their lives remind us of the power of persistence, community, and personal goals, no matter the challenges. As they share their experiences, they remain key figures in the conversation about disability, acceptance, and living a fulfilling life despite physical limitations. Their lives are inspiring, but their medical challenges are tough. Let's see what they face. The medical challenges conjoined twins face. Conjoined twins like them are extremely rare. It happens when a single fertilized egg, which is supposed to split into two separate identical twins, doesn't completely divide in the early stages of pregnancy. If this process is delayed, the twins stay attached. This is a very unusual event, occurring in about 1 out of every 50,000 to 200,000 births. Sadly, many conjoined twins don't survive long after birth because of the complexities of their condition. There are different types of conjoined twins, and the way they are joined plays a big role in their survival and quality of life. For example, thoracopagus twins are joined at the chest and may share vital organs like the heart or liver, making separation surgery very difficult. Omphalopagus twins, another common type, are connected at the abdomen and usually share a liver but have separate hearts, which improves their chances slightly. Then there are craniopagus twins, who are joined at the head, bringing a whole different set of challenges. Conjoined twins are a rare and complex medical condition because they share parts of their bodies, like brains or blood vessels. The success of surgeries to separate them depends a lot on how they are connected. For example, twins who are joined at the pelvis, called ischiopagus, often share intestines or sometimes even limbs, making everyday tasks and movement harder. On the other hand, twins joined at the lower back, known as pygopagus, may share parts of their digestive systems or spine.
When I went into the hospital, I was expecting one child. They were telling me that when they were trying to pull them out, they felt an arm, and then they felt another arm, and then they felt what they thought was another arm. And then with pulling them out, they realized that they were conjoined twins.
But they often have better chances for a successful surgery. The chances of survival for conjoined twins really depend on where they are connected. Twins joined at the abdomen have a survival rate of up to 82%, while those joined at the pelvis have around 63%. The most challenging cases are twins joined at the chest or head because the surgeries are much more complicated. Doctors can detect conjoined twins early in pregnancy, sometimes as soon as 12 weeks, by using ultrasound or MRI scans. These scans help the medical team understand where the twins are connected and what organs they share, which is key information if surgery is being considered. When thinking about surgery, doctors have to carefully consider the risks, the organs involved, and what life will be like for the twins after surgery. Sometimes, if the twins are in immediate danger, surgery is needed right away. But surgery isn't always an option. In cases where separating the twins is not possible, many conjoined twins learn to live with their condition and lead happy lives. A famous example is the Siamese twins, Chang and Eng Bunker, who lived in the 19th century. They traveled the world and lived fulfilling lives in the U.S., showing that being conjoined doesn't always prevent someone from living a meaningful life. Even with modern medical advancements, doctors still don't fully understand why conjoined twins happen. It may be because an embryo doesn't fully split into two,
but the medial lung on both sides seems to be fused in the middle, and that may be as one would expect. So it's consistent with an increasing degree of fusion as one moves down the body.
Or possibly two embryos fused together early in development. What is clear, though, is that all conjoined twins come from a single fertilized egg. Carrying conjoined twins is very hard on the mother. Most of the time, the babies are born early, and a cesarean section is needed. After birth, conjoined twins need special care, and if doctors think separation surgery is possible, they usually wait a few months so the babies can get stronger. These surgeries are very complicated and often happen in several stages to make sure both twins can live independent lives. The decision about whether to separate conjoined twins is one of the most difficult choices doctors and families must face. This choice becomes even more complicated when there is a significant risk to the health or survival of one or both of the twins during surgery. If the twins remain conjoined, they may face many challenges that are specific to their situation, including medical and social difficulties. However, staying together also allows them to live in ways that are completely different from others, forming bonds that are deeply unique. Their experiences, though complex, can become special and personal in ways that only they can fully understand, giving them connections and relationships that others may never know. Conjoined twins experience many difficulties that affect their health, emotions, and the ethical decisions surrounding their care. Despite these challenges, with proper medical attention and ongoing advancements in the field, many conjoined twins are able to live longer and more satisfying lives. Continued scientific study is important, as it can help provide a deeper understanding of this rare condition and lead to better support for those living with it. These unique medical cases serve as a reminder of the different factors that can influence a person's life before they are even born, altering their journey in ways that cannot be anticipated. What if Abby and Brittany's journey leads them to a decision that could change everything they've ever known? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.